forward to this one. And folks, we're getting the Gabbi morph coming through. And as we've seen this Ancient Apparition as the final pick, it will be played by Cuckoo, so which we'd expect to be showing it in the off-lane role. Do you like this from GeekFam? And do you think TNC maybe picked the morph, assuming that GeekFam couldn't fit an AA into their draft still?
Yeah, probably. I also think they just love this hero, right? It's Gabbi. He's usually playing one of those extreme 4 protect 1 heroes. He's also got Ogre behind him too. They've got ways to pressure the map without him, and they've rounded up with good team fight. But yeah, I mean, GeekFam, they're switching it up. I do like that they're changing it because, like the panel was mentioning, 2-5 positions can get punished, especially by a hero like Pango. So yeah, curious to see how it'll progress for them.
Yeah, we'll see how much they're able to do with this Cuckoo AA, and if indeed it is going to be enough to shake up the Morphling's game. But ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Let's get ourselves into what will be game 1 of the best of 3 between GeekFam and TNC.
I want
Holy moly!
Prepare for battle.
So let's see how things are going to work out. What sort of lanes we are going to be getting.
TNC's dodging.
Yeah.
Like,
so this is what's the sort of the big matchup that you don't want to be playing if you're TNC?
I think the Morphling just doesn't want to be in the pressure lane is the big thing, and you know that lane with the AA is going to be that pressure lane. They're going to just look to run at the Morphling, so I'd be surprised if it's, you know, not. It's just Zephyr plus the AA, and maybe Whitemon's just going to move around depending, but yeah, they want to put pressure on Gabbi in the bottom lane. So Gabbi, he's going to go mid versus Ember Spirit, much better matchup, and they're just going to throw Armel bottom. So he's a Nature's Prophet, he can be fine dealing with the pressure, and Treants, super good versus AA and Oracle. These heroes don't really do anything to Treants in particular, so Nature's Prophet should do pretty well bottom as long as he doesn't get dove. So limited disables from GeekFam is definitely going to be one thing we're going to be looking at versus that Morphling in particular.
Sure. I mean, I guess there's roots, there's you know, like chains and things, but yeah, Morph's not going to care about that because Gabbi's almost certainly going to have a Manta very early on. Yeah. In his build, so yeah. But other than that, I mean, I guess it's going to be sort of down to what sort of items Zephyr can get as this Doom, if he's going to have the ability to get something that will help him find, you know, the initiation and catch the Morphling off guard. But you know, playing it from a support position, those sort of items aren't going to come anytime soon, and may not be what he wants to rush anyway. It's not really like they have. I mean, I guess Cuckoo's the offlane AA. Is this going to be an AA that does get any sort of utility items for the team? I mean, how do you want to sort of see Cuckoo build the offlane AA?
I mean, if he's able to, sure. It all depends on how his lane goes, which I think they're going to have a lot of trouble bottom. I think this Nature's Prophet and this Pango are just going to free farm bottom and actually probably get kill setups quite easily on either one of these two. But yeah, I'd like to see Cuckoo go for some type of style like that. Either he goes for like the auras, or Zephyr does, or he can try to tank up and go for like this Atos eventually. But yeah, I don't think he's going to get much, being totally honest, on bottom.
Yeah, and they're looking at these other lanes for Gabbi in the mid. I mean, as you say, he's much happier here than he would be on a side lane, and this, as a matchup, is a lane that the Morphling also does very well in, right, a 1v1.
Yeah, and he just missed the last hit on a range creep because he uphill missed. A little unfortunate for Gabbi, but this is, excellent matchup for the Morphling. Yeah. This is like the only level you have to have a little bit of concern is when Ember hits level 3, just to put the pressure on the Morphling, because you can't break the shield, but you should farm anyway. They're actually just going to fight it out here. I mean,
Gabbi's going to have this kill.
Yeah, that's a
Oh my goodness, that's not great for Carl at all in the mid there. Tried to man fight against the Morph. I mean, yeah, Gabbi, he's ready. He had the strike available. That was
too early. You have to wait for level 3 on Ember. He tried to do it at level 2. The flint bar just gets popped instantly by an adaptive strike, and then he just gets right-clicked, and you're going to lose that right-click, or it's 9 armor on a Morph.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah, that's rough. Carl can't afford to make any more of those mistakes. Already in the lane where... I mean, look at the CS 7 to 9. He gets 2 for 3. And a kill going the way of Gabbi. You know, Carl's got to play the rest of this lane perfectly, otherwise Gabbi's going to have an insane start.
I mean, he's already lost the lane horribly. There's nothing you can do now versus Morphling. When he's already got level 3, he's going to have level 4. Like, Gabbi's going to have no pressure. He's probably going to get every last hit, and majority of the denies too. That's a lane we probably don't want to see too much.
Just getting beat out of it.
Yeah. And then bottom also, Armel is 11 and 7. Like I was mentioning, this bottom lane from GeekFam is not very strong either. So the only lane they have going for them really is top, which is an excellent lane. That Oracle versus the Fire Spirits plus Bloodlust and Ignite, he can dispel everything. But these other two lanes are a humongous problem right now.
Yeah, there's a 2-level difference in the mid. Oh my god. Does manage to get that CS though, Carl, so at least will now get himself to level 3. So this is slow. Gabbi's going to have a very quick bottle in the mid. On top of those
got a
2
30 base damage advantage over this Ember right now. Okay, Carl's got to get pretty good RNG to get those last hits. He will, at least on those range creeps. But yeah, fantastic start for TNC. These two lanes, they're both going to be so massive. At Cuckoo, still only 4 last hits. They're not able to really set up for any kills either with Tim's on the side, but GeekFam has to be very, very careful how far they step up. Mid lane, Gabby's just playing with Carl.
Yeah, you can see that Carl wants, I mean, as you say, now with the Flame Guard, at least he is protected from that burst that Gabbi wants to catch him out with.
Yeah.
But still taking a lot of damage each time that he wants to go up and get the farm.
Rune battle. Let's see who's going to get it. March is set up. Whitemon also. It looks like bottom. They're also making the move to go for the runes. Tim's is probably going to beat that one. So Gabby's going to check bottom. And it'll be top.
It's going to be top. All right, March is able to take it. May dive for this. No, he's got the dive. Dive will save him with that haste screen. He's able to get away. So ensures that Carl's not able to grab it for himself.
And Carl also expends how much mana to try to go for that kill? 220 mana to try to go for the kill onto that Phoenix. And now Gabbi, he's actually going for Carl.
Ooh.
Close.
So close to having him there. Just a couple of seconds off the adaptive struck. I mean, still it's a good situation for Gabbi. Carlos to step back. Does have the bottle out, so at least a good burst of regen to help him hang around with.
Refill bottle. Look at March. Yeah. Gabbi drops it on the high ground for him there. Yeah, this Morphling's going to be a huge problem. He's already playing in a game where he's versus, I would say, limited disables and tough things to catch him. Sure, he still has to watch out for Doom and AA in particular, but we've seen these Morphling players play around that, and with this type of explosive start, I mean, he's going to be real strong. He's also, like, the thing when you're playing mid also is you're so high level on the Morphlings is he can get active. Like, he can turn into Ember Spirit in most of these situations and be very aggressive as well on Gabbi.
Bottom lane, Tim's. Nearly getting Zephyr there. Zephyr was able to get the salve off though. Now Tim's himself has to run. He's got March by his side. Zephyr is not going to be able to chase any further. Zephyr could be in trouble himself. They've got 3 of them here, TNC. They can just turn and they'll kill off the Doom. As Zephyr gets tempted in, chasing up Tim's to the high ground. But TNC prepared with the numbers.
Yeah. Gabbi's going to have almost a 3-level disparity over
Carl's
Carl.
had to walk back to base.
He's level 4. Gabbi's near 6 or near 7. And also they have a Nature's Prophet who's going to be hitting 6 too. I mean, this early game is just terrifying. A Wrath of Nature early on too, since he's a safe lane NP, is going to destroy GeekFam when he does use it.
Oh, see 6-minute rune. Gabbi, is he going to get lucky? Yes, he is. It's a double damage rune as well. That's a kill rune right there.
And he's got the more skilled. They can go for the kill on the Carl super easy because he's got a but he just turn into that and have his own disable on the Morphling.
Yeah, you've got to watch out for the dive here from Gabbi if Carl comes up.
They're pinging him out already. They have a ward behind the tower because they know that Carl's going to just farm jungle to catch back up. Gabbi's level 7. This is not even level 7. Not even level 6 yet for Carl.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Scary moments for him.
I don't think
they're going to dive him.
Some of the highest CS I've seen in mid at 6 minutes in terms of last hits and denies. You don't see someone with 41 and 24 mid at 6 minutes.
I mean, he's going to be able to look at this. He's jumped for the dive already, and he wants to pressure the tower. There are going to be TPs coming out. They'll dispel the DD.
Yeah, especially with Armel. Armel's going to come in. He wants some extra backup. I mean, they're definitely going to get one of them here. It's going to be Whitemon. Whitemon's going to get trapped in the Sprout. And the tower, though.
How do they defend the tower? I don't think GeekFam can actually stop this.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Carl can't step forward. Tim's is here. They've got 4 heroes here mid TNC. They're playing incredibly aggressive. I mean, it's 7-minute tower down. I mean, this is... Yeah, been one of the most one-sided mids I've seen in a while. You know, it's just 47-24, getting a solo kill and taking the tower at 7 minutes. It literally could not have gone any better for Gabbi in this mid lane.
Nope. I mean, if he got the haste rune that March got, maybe that would have been no, pretty much perfect for Gabbi, actually, in this kind of a super early timing on his items. Level 7. Cuckoo almost level 6, so that's going to be big, at least for GeekFam. They can definitely set up kills onto Gabbi if they do see him at all with a good AA blast. So that's the one good thing that GeekFam does have going for them, besides Raven, who's having free farm still up in the top lane. And here comes the first AA blast. Off the mark.
Rune again. Gabby's going to be able to grab it. And still Carl, he has to play so carefully. He's still not got his level 6 yet, so low chance
8 minutes. That's brutal.
Gabbi he's going to move. So it looks like he's just going to move, show top. He just wants to start taking more tier 1 towers, right? Yep. Just keep this pressure on the side lanes, get these early objectives for TNC. Bottom lane, dive in for Tims.
Huge Rathinator.
And they're going to both dive for this one by the looks of it. They're trying for the TP out. Are they going to make it time? Zephyr will. Cuckoo will not. They're going to get the Fire Blast in, catch out the core. Take down that AA.
Gabbi is solo pressuring top. This, I mean, they have to punish this. They just saw so many TPs bottom. They have to go into Gabbi here.
Let's see what the two of them can do. Oh, first hit route. That's nice. And another route. They need a fair few more than those. You're right, he's going to have the chase. Gabbi turning into the Ember. Still playing away. Another route. Bringing Gabbi down low. The Ice Blast also coming in. They'll do it. They'll get in there. Carl to get the kill as well. A very important move, as you say, a move that they had to make when they realized that Gabbi was out there alone. And they do it. They are able to kill it.
Yeah, I mean, they saw the 2 or 3 TPs bottom and the reaction, so, and then you see a Morphling hitting your tier 1, like you have to make a move down there. They will lose their bottom tower with that move, but getting that kill on the Morphling, getting it for Carl in particular, is very needed. Has earned charges now built up too, getting close to 7. So some small gains for GeekFam, but TNC still in a very comfortable position here. Gabbi switched, by the way. He did have the E-Blade Q, but I was like, that's a little aggressive. He's gone bad for the Manta, yeah.
Yeah.
This is just too good of a Manta game.
Absolutely, there's so much that he can not care about when he has that Manta done. He's going to get lucky with the rune again. He's going to be able to find himself a DD down bottom.
Still holding jungle for a while.
Lead.
Yeah. I think for now, Gabbi can probably just back up with the DD farm ancients and just keep it accelerated. Armel probably wants to be the one that actually shows himself on the map a little more in pressure. But they're actually getting close to some pretty big items. The Orchid is almost done. Looks like they're giving Tims as well as March levels in the mid and the top lane. Those 2 supports, not level 6 quite yet. But now they're smoking anyway, so not 6 yet on either Ghost saying though, but I think the tome is being delivered for Tims, so he'll have Rolling Thunder.
Let's see what they can get. Looks like Gabbi wants to head into the jungle, try and find Raven. Raven and Whitemon actually smoking up there. They're making a move up towards Armel on top of Armel alone. Mid lane, Gabbi and Tims. But however much they're going to go for the easy one. They're going to Cuckoo top lane. Armel surely in a lot of trouble. He's going to try and TP out, but no, they've got roots to hold him down as Armel will fall. So again, another GeekFam making moves despite the pressure from TNC, constantly finding someone, pushing this top lane out alone.
Yeah, they're making good reads, at least to the map, like seeing when people are overextended, and they're getting the kills that they did want, at least to secure Raven, that Battle Fury farm, as he is getting closer and closer. We see KP has the Midas done, so we'll see hopefully a very farmed Ogre this game. But yeah, TNC off to still a really good start. 2 towers taken out. If they can take out this last top tier 1, they've already got deep aggressive wards placed down, so they should be able to keep pressing forward. While for GeekFam, they just need some time because of how poor the lanes went.
A little bit of an attempt on March, but March more than able to get away.
Invisibility.
This just, they need Need Raven to find the space to get his Battle Fury done in good time.
Dire's top
Yeah,
tower
they need
is
time,
under
and they
attack.
need to take their fights really accordingly. Because we look at the just grand scheme of the draft, and you look at TNC. Overall, TNC's draft, a much stronger team fight, just much easier to execute too. Like Pango rolling the Thunder plus a Phoenix ulti, always going to be super strong with the Wrath of Nature coming over to GeekFam. If they can get the proper jumps early with the Doom, you know, they can actually be good in fights, but not in comparison. Theirs is a lot more complicated than TNC's. Wrath of Nature out. Cuckoo gets hit by it, so he's expecting a ward. Yeah, he pings it out. But it actually was Tim's Invis giving the vision.
TNC, they want to get this top tower done. This time, not going to push it down with just the one of them. They're going to bring the three of them up to this half. So it seems GeekFam will simply try for the trade. Push coming out down bottom, unlikely. I think to try and hold on at least to this tier 1 top, already at half HP. Yeah, Armo's going to come in as well with a global TP, apply that extra bit of pressure. This will be another tower going the way of TNC. One tower still full HP, so TNC could come down here and defend if they wish.
Tim's is smoked.
Do all have TPs.
Yep. I think Tim's and KP can definitely look to walk down, save that fast TP on the front line for the rest of his team. They're going to spot Raven here on the side.
See what I can do. They're going to try and have a poke at Raven. Raven will have the ult to rely on, but Armel comes in that. Orchid timing it deep, putting a stop to any path coming in from Whitemon. Raven pops the ult, but he's surely going to be dead after it as he's held down by the Fire Blast. Raven goes down. They'll find Whitemon as well. Couldn't have had that Orchid at a sooner time there. Armel with a very quick eye and pick up top net worth of the Prophet. I guess you got to expect it. Coming in and putting a stop to any sort of safety play coming from Whitemon. In the river. He does. Got a little bit of strength morphed up, and he's back in a way. He's going to be able to. I think he's going to live here, right?
He's fine.
He is. And the Supernova stun, it's going to catch Carl.
Oh,
no. That was his last remnant. He's got no further remnant to get away with. Gabbi just comes back in and kills him as well.
Oh no, it's a disaster.
This is a rough one for GeekFam. It is.
They
5K lead, 10-3.
They got the Doom on him, but they kind of whiffed the AA blast, and they didn't have any type of follow-up. Like, K wasn't on him immediately when they got the initial Doom on him, and then they're just too far away, and then they chase it. Yeah, TNC's all prepared. From bad to worse, it really goes for GeekFam in this game. And this is Gabbi. Now, Gabbi gets the last hit as well on Carl, I think. So he's pretty much going to be able to farm up that Manta style already in these next few moments. And that's going to prevent GeekFam from pretty much setting anything up onto him.
Yeah, they're going to be able to get 3 bounty runes, TNC. So, yeah, that Manta style is going to be there. Very fast timing. Even some of the yards for the supports coming out now. March has the Veil.
Yeah, it's I mean, amazing Veil game too. All magic damage, like we were saying. Super strong team fight lineup for TNC, and winning these last few fights, getting all 3 tier 1s. They're really ticking all the boxes right now. GeekFam is starting to really crumble and just fall out of any chances in this game. Raven is their only real hope at the moment, and he's not even like he's gonna have the battle through, but he's not gonna be close to actual fighting shape versus this draft of TNC in these next few moments.
No, it's one of those games as well, even if it does go on, TNC, their draft doesn't really care. I mean, you have Morph, you've got the Prophet, you've got so many ways to play in to the later parts of the game, if GeekFam are even able to push you to that point.
Yeah, they have to, I mean, they have AA Blast again. Doom's still on cooldown for 20. Maybe they're trying to catch someone off guard here, but if they run into all of TNC, I don't see this being a good fight unless they delete someone right from the start. But even then, real challenging fight to execute. 10 seconds for Doom.
He's going to TP up the top of his spot. He's going to try and initiate onto Armel. Armel is going to have an ice blast heading his way. They're holding him in position. He goes down. Supernova comes out though. Tim's with the rolling thunder. He's protecting it perfectly. They cannot get anywhere close to it. Double kill for March. The chains out from Gabbi onto the Ember Spirit. He's going to jump to the side of the Bremen, but Tim's, he's got swashbuckle in a second. He's being saved for now by March with the Sunray heal. Gabbi finishes off the kill on K. Tim's will go down, but again, it's TNC taking down 4 here. Again, Gabbi switches over to the Ember Spirit form. Chains is in place, Cuckoo. It's 4 dead, and TNC, they're just winning every fight. It just seems impossible for GeekFam to fight back. Sure, this is without Raven. They're doing this whilst Raven gets space. But it's so hard for him to even get close to the farm that this Morphling's going to have with the way that Gabbi's just... He's getting the creeps and he's also getting the kills. He's 4-1 and 3 so far at this mid-morph for just 17 minutes in.
Yeah, and it's just such good backup with him. Like every single time you see those fights starting, sure, like they have this high ground advantage, but if March gets his egg off and Pango gets the Rolling Thunder off, you're not winning that fight. And that's exactly what happens. But they do at least get themselves 2 kills. So we did see like the gold actually the gold actually swung like maybe 100 in favor of TNC. It wasn't a horrible trade for GeekFam, all things considered, because Raven got the space. It's very limited what they really can do on the map, so. I just said swang. It's not a word.
It's early morning for you, you know? Inventing new words.
So Carl will at least get some space out of these next few moments, pushing bottom. He has, like we saw before, the Spirit Vessel is finished, but he needs a little bit more protection. He's going to go for the Yules. He's still getting collapsed on so hard, though. And I think the Yules in particular is like, because he's just getting chained. You know, Morphling turns into Ember Spirit, and Morphling's a better Ember Spirit.
Yeah, and we're seeing Gabbi playing very well with that capability.
Yeah.
Always looking to make the quick moves as the Ember.
And this, you know, we'll look at Cuckoo, as we were mentioning early game, like very unlikely that he's really going to get any freedom to actually build any items in this game, and it's actually exactly that happening. He's bottom 3 net worth, he's got Tranquil, he's pretty much a support. I mean, he is a support. Only level 10 as well, so not like he has that higher level threshold for his ulti either. So yeah, really struggling. Raven looking to get involved though.
Charging in on a KP, Carl trying to start the fight onto Zoga, but this is an Ogre with a hook. KP's pretty tanky. They try to burst him, the cold feet will pop, but it's not enough to kill him, and now Tim's with the turnaround, goes in with the Rolling Thunder onto K. Does indeed back off. They've got the full team here, GeekFam, and TNC don't want to try and push into it entirely. We'll back off. They will smoke though, TNC, so maybe with intention of trying to get back into place. I mean, it's coming close to the 20-minute bounty runes, so... If anything, might just hold off until those spawn. Armel getting some space down on the bottom lane. Trying to get that BKB online after the Shadow Blade and Orchid so he can stand his ground more firm in the fights.
Yeah, just very strong right-click build from the Nature's Prophet for sure from one position. So for GeekFam, I think big next thing really is get Doom Blink Dagger. Because right now their only initiation is we see the Ember Spirit charging like a madman with his Fire Spirits, so I think once they have Doom Blink, it's going to be a lot easier for them to actually start the fights off. Still, going to be very tough, because they're playing versus that Phoenix plus Pango, which always just secure the fight, but that's the big thing that they need for the next few moments. But they're not going to be playing into an Aegis. They're going to be playing into an Aegis as it's a DD again on Gabbi. Third DD.
Very, very quick rush. Gabbi with all the tools ready to fight once more. And straight away, Armel's up on top to catch that wave and look to try and finish this tier 2 tower off from GeekFam. There's the thing. They've got to make a big move with the Zephyr. But now they've got to smoke out.
Now you're playing the worst feeling as a Doom is now he's like, yes, I got my item, and then you're like, wait, they have Aegis.
Sure.
Big long down ultis really get punished a lot by that. Broach just getting taken out as they get the timing too. So we'll see if GeekFam can make anything happen of it, but they might be dissuaded from actually doing so into Aegis.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They might just have to do their best again to avoid TNC for these minutes. Mid Zephyr, he's hanging around, but yeah, it's just so hard for him to make the commitment with the Splint Doom.
You also have to know exactly where March is as well when you go for these Dooms, because it's a level 4 Sunray. He's got the 1/4 full build on the Phoenix, so if you get a bad Doom, March is in position. He's just gonna heal whoever gets doomed up. So they have to know exactly where both supports are.
They might just go for, they're going to go for March.
They're just going to go for him, yeah. But he's not weak.
And yeah, Zephyr not wanting to commit the Doom for that. So now it's resulted in showing himself and maybe being in trouble. Armel's chasing, Whitemon's already TPing out. Zephyr himself not actually having a TP. Armel pretty speedy here. We'll see if he's able to get the range for the Sprout.
He's got a blink.
It doesn't matter either way. Zephyr, yeah, he's got the blink and still have the Clone Blade.
Cool though. Sitting at the tower.
Oh, Pop, he's gone. Gabbi's in with a burst.
Midlane. Pretty much finished. And oh my God, Carl.
He's got a remnant. He's got a remnant now. He was prepared. He was prepared.
Oh, Gabby's hasted. He's like, no, you don't.
Is he? He's chasing. You're right.
He wants him.
I mean, again, it turns in with the chains. He's got enough burst. He hasn't quite. Carl out again with those last few remnants. So this time, Carl will make sure he's all back. I mean, can Gabbi really get this? He's got. I mean, he's actually. Oh, he needs one more bit of damage. He's not going to find it. I mean, Gabbi, very persistent there. It would have been pretty impressive if he did find it, chasing down the Ember across the map, but not quite enough mana in the tank for those last final few required spells. And of course, Whitemon there to provide the safety for Carl.
He forces them all to react to him, though, just because he's chasing the Ember. Everyone's like, oh God, what's happening? Like, they're panicking to actually protect their buddy. And up to 10k gold lead, they get the pressure on bottom tower. And now Gabbi has his E-Blade finished up with also a Nether Shawl. So that's a lot of burst damage that's coming out from this Morphling. I can see pretty much anyone getting deleted, even Raven, in a couple situations if he's not near the Oracle.
Yeah, he's got to be ready to react quickly with the ultimate. And that obviously isn't necessarily going to save him. I mean, it's going to give him some time, but if he's having to use it defensively, it never feels great as a troll.
No. Veil plus Ethereal Blade plus Nether Shawl. A lot of damage. All of TNC setting themselves up around bottom. They have this deep ward placed behind the tower, actually, in a very unexpected spot. So they're actually getting some good information from this one.
We'll see what they're able to do down here. See if GeekFam wants to try and hold this tier 2. Zephyr will start to pull the creeps back. Gabbi and Tim's there. They're just going to take this tower down, and yeah, there's not going to be any hope from GeekFam here. So another 3 tower for TNC. They can pretty much take what they want. That mid tier 2 is going to be looking pretty juicy for them as well. And again, it's the point where GeekFam, they're obviously waiting for Raven to have at least the BKB, and then maybe they'll look for something on the high ground in terms of a defense.
It's gonna be him, the only real strong one though. Carl, we've seen multiple times this game, just gets brought down, so it's gonna be so much pressure onto Raven. They have definitely itemized to be able to take him out in a lot of different ways. Mid tower will get glyphed up. They still have 40 seconds on Aegis. They want to press forward to get this tower. Smoke comes out. They actually do it away from the ward too, so maybe they're trying to time on this Aegis here. 25 seconds. Also bounty runes.
I mean, that would be pretty impressive if they are able to catch Gabbi as it comes to an end. They're kind of heading in the right direction. Still a little far away though from Gabbi. I mean, Tim's and March now in between Gabbi and this smoke. Tim's, he's actually going to Rolling Thunder immediately, and he's going to look to control Whitemon on the stairs. And let's get the Doom. He does get it. The Aegis is still there though. Did he time it perfectly? He did. The Aegis was still there long enough to protect Gabbi from that Doom. I mean, as you said, well, that must have been close, right?
That was split second. That was as it was ending. Literally like maybe 0.2 seconds or something.
I mean, he did do the maths. He did do the maths, but it just went off by a millisecond or whatnot.
I actually thought it. I think it actually, like, as he died, it hit I was looking at the timer, and it hit 3 minutes as he died.
Was it literally on the timer?
It had to have been frame perfect, almost frame perfect, that he misses it there.
Oh no. They just can't catch a break, GeekFam. That would have been an incredible play if they got that timing down to perfection. But yeah, it's got to be perfect, and it was just off.
Oh, and now, now Doom is on cooldown, so now Gabbi feels a lot more free, and they probably are very aware of that ward being placed on that high ground, or at least of the sentry. Oh, that's brutal. Man, I actually wish I could go back and just rewind really quick. I had my mouse on the screen.
Right on the timer. Yeah, it must have been.
I had my mouse right on it.
It must have been like as you say, like a few ticks before. Or yeah, as in it would have expired a few ticks after he actually died and used to reincarnate.
Whitemon, he's outside. He's trying to find this D-ward. He'll pay for it though.
Yeah, he's killed Gabbi. Shoots him down with the adaptive strike, and See how much TNC want to force up to the high ground. As I say, you know, they are comfortably in the lead right now. Not really under any sort of pressure to speed it up. They're going to try and put down K in the mid. And, not going to be enough. Does he have a remnant out? He's trying to throw it out right now. And will manage to get it out in time. Essence Ring saving him there. Back in the jungle of TNC. They're going to find Raven and Zephyr. Tim's ready to roll in. The Orchid out onto Zephyr. Fire blast setup for the Rolling Thunder to come into place. Raven's going to go for the BKB TP out. He'll make it away. And Zephyr is dead once again. Another kill for TNC as they just sweep the map.
First BKB usage, a full defensive just TP out. Never feeling good. No luck for GeekFam in this game. And Armel, I mean, they're all just, everyone in TNC just having a very relaxed, chill game, picking up all these different items here. Lincoln's almost on the way here for Gabbi. He's going to be impossible to go when he gets that Lincolns.
Yeah.
They don't have great ways to proc the Lincolns from a distance.
No, I mean, they are all
very alone. Yeah.
just so farmed right now.
Yeah. Hex coming out onto Armel very soon. They've got a lot of luxury here. Link on Tim's. Everyone's got more than what they need in this game versus what GeekFam has, and yeah, it's just getting harder and harder. Poor Cuckoo. You know, they tried to do this, the little cheeky role swap with the supports. It's not working out though. He's bottom to net worth. He's not able to find much of anything in this game.
That's Raven doing after the BKB, looking for the basher. I mean, we are still yet to see that fight where, you know, it's sort of the whole of GeekFam behind Raven. So maybe when they do have Raven involved, they'll be able to start swinging the fights their way. But there's just so much for Raven to have to play around. So many different issues he's going to have. He's got to make sure when he pops that BKB, he's killing multiple heroes.
Yeah. It's just like the biggest really scary thing is that he just doesn't have good control for the Morphling. If they can get the Doom on the Morphling, then he can actually stick target on him. But besides that, there's like Gabbi's gonna run away.
Have a bit of a poke there at Cuckoo's AA. He knows that he can. This very beefy ogre. More than happy to front line for the squad.
30 seconds. We got bounties available. Outpost as well. Double are taken by TNC. And I think TNC just waited for this Lincolns. He's about to have it done, and then you can really force the issue. But actually, Roche spawns. So maybe they just walk into the Roche pit in a second.
Yep, they're going to have the Lincolns, as you say, on Gabbi. They've also just picked up the full Hex on Armel.
Jeez.
So,
they're
all just so farmed.
Now they know that A blast was used, so they have 35, 40 seconds to actually come into the Roche pit if they'd like to.
I think they certainly would. Straight away they go, TNC. Time for the Roche, and what's the response from GeekFam? Do they want to head over? We've got some bugs coming out on GeekFam. K's got his BKB, and Raven does have that basher complete.
Zephyr also has the 4-stab finish, so he can actually pop the Lincolns to get the Doom off properly.
Okay. Again, though, he's going to have to try and do it around that Aegis. As Gabbi picks it up once again. Cheese, it's going to be held by Armel, so there's already very tanky Prophet, ready to just sort of stand there with 2 sets of his HP. Looking at go straight into the 5 of them. He's ready to start the fight off. It's going to work. I mean, everything's thrown down onto KP, but that was the plan from TNC. As the Ice Blast again used only onto the Ogre. No threat now for Gabbi, as they can push on, chase forward, and see what TNC can do with this. Cuckoo's dead. 35 seconds. The top wave is pushing in towards the base of GeekFam.
KP's insane. He's the front line. He really took it literally. He just jumps into 5 heroes to get the stun. But it works, at least for a moment. He does have to buy out. They still are very aggressively stanced.
Oh, I like Cuckoo's the recovery Midas. The classic from Cuckoo. I think Cuckoo's done this before. If it's late and it looks like the game's over, just get up, buy a Midas, and hope for the enemy team throw.
I hope that your team didn't notice either. Be like, I had this the whole time.
Let's see if he's able to use it without his teammates spotting. Nothing to see here. I've just got a Midas at 32 minutes. There we go. It's got the siege creep there. Some good value. Good value.
Yeah, exactly. TNC just chilling. They got their gem on March on Phoenix. He's clearing out any division that there is here. GeekFam trapped in their base. Armel can handle any of the side lanes or side farm, while the rest of his team sticks around the Morphling.
Have they got any smokes to make any moves with GeekFam? Not at the moment on. Oh no, Kuka has a smoke.
You see the little cheeky plays that March is doing as well with the gem. I'm sure people all know that one now, but dropping the gem near the cliff so he can see up onto the cliff to check the ward. Yeah.
Yeah, right, nice. Yeah, nice little use of that. Make sure, I mean, how much vision have GeekFam got at the moment? Yeah, just that one over in TNC's jungle, which isn't really going to give them any information that helps. When it comes to sort of feeling safe enough to head out the base.
Might jump on him.
They're going to go straight away to Hex. KP jumps forward. They've got like a triple dust there. Was that a triple dust?
It was.
I think that was a rare triple dust from KP, Tims, and March. My goodness. I mean, it worked. Yeah. Triple dusted. That's going to hurt. And down bottom.
Feel it.
Another easy one, and onto the racks they go, TNC.
You can see Whitemon really wants to hold his ulti for the troll for Raven if there's ever an opportunity for him. As he lets Carl die initially 40 seconds though, no Ember. Your base is in jeopardy. They don't know how to commit for the fight. But look at Zephyr, he's waiting for the opportunity in the back. A blast from
Zephyr. Can he get the dust down to March? But Zephyr's dead. No chance to pop a single ability. He'll buy back. But then losing this mid set of racks. TNC taking this one very easily here. As I mean, this was a rough game for GeekFam. I mean, they tried to adjust, respond to this Morphling pick by getting the AA in. And maybe, that just meant that they had to sort of sacrifice their original game plan too much as nothing else has really pulled into position at all for them this game.
They got to try one last fight. They got to use Raven and just attempt here. They get Gabbi frozen for a second. Still not wanting to commit forward onto this Morphling, though. He backs away.
Oh. The chains onto Gabbi. About 40 seconds left on the Aegis. And that's, Gabbi with a full BKB as well.
My God.
I mean, that is, that's how you know it's been a rough game, as you say. Just it's 35 minutes in, they've lost 2 racks, and they just haven't found a single fight where they can actually get their carry involved.
They can't get Raven in, and Gabbi is extremely involved in the game. 9-1 and 5, and his overabundance of items, right? He's got 4 extremely big items picked up already at this point, and the same thing for Armel. Like, both these lanes just definitely were too much of a problem for them, as these two have taken over the game entirely with the moves from his team, with the backup from his team. GeekFam's trying to get outside of the base here, since that Aegis is now reclaimed. Ready though.
Yep, line switch on. They just want to get that focus on the top lane. Try and close this one up. I mean, Raven has got, is that the full abyssal? Oh, yeah, it is. So he has got the full abyssal Raven. So they have got now a few ways between the abyssal, the doom, and the Lincoln's breaking capabilities to jump on Gabbi.
But now Gabbi has March, who has an Aghanims, who can just pull him out of anything and put him into an egg if they do get the perfect jump as well. So now they have their own solutions if GeekFam does get the perfect scenario. So I don't see the fights getting any easier at all.
No.
March is going to be able to play around that very easily if they do ever catch Gabbi.
Yeah, TNC just really have had such a perfect game across the board so far.
Yeah.
Lane setups were great. I mean, Gabbi crushed it mid.
Yeah, I mean, the lanes were definitely one of the biggest things that happened in this game. Like, bottom and mid, just absolute free farm. I'm sure Raven got space, but that's about it. You can see just chilling, farming outside the base, waiting for GeekFam to make one wrong aggressive step so they can end this game. Armel approaching another item soon. He's got 5 big ones. He'll be approaching toward that next one. That's the Tenic in the next few moments. But yeah, they're just chilling. They're hanging back. They know they don't have to rush at all in this game. It's all on to GeekFam.
Big payday there for KP, but the Midas Valley.
37 minutes. We get the new neutral items too. Maybe this could be what they were waiting for. Gabbi with an illusionist cape. Very strong. Cook gets the Midas off. There you go. Oh, that magic lamp actually could be very useful to help people who are targeted by the Morphling. Not gonna be, not gonna change the game, but might allow Zephyr to get a doom.
Yeah, at least get your spells off.
Small gains.
Let's see what TNC want to do here. Lion's been trying if they've got to smoke themselves. They do, Tim's. He's brought the smoke out. They're going to try and enter the base of GeekFam from the bottom lane. Already Armel scouting things out. He's going to find Zephyr. In fact, he's just going to try and take this one down on his own. But hey, Zephyr, he's out to the side. Magic lamp. You said it. It saved him. Magic lamp. Yeah, not normally the item you're hoping for from the neutrals, but in some situations, it can absolutely be the difference between life and death.
He didn't have buyback either, right? Yeah, he didn't have buyback. If he died there, that would have been that would have been really brutal.
Yeah, no, it would have been game over.
Oh, Tim's.
Oh, mid.
Oh,
Abyssal. Ice Blast. Tim's is dead. Can GeekFam get any more? Raven is coming in with the rest of the march. Ooh. Out just in time. Didn't have the chains vision before the TP comes on.
Under attack.
GeekFam.
Dyer's top
They're holding. The game isn't ending yet. I mean, Gabbi does take down the range Rex with his illusion, so there is now just one melee Rex on the top lane, standing between the GeekFam getting mega creeped. Push TNC back. 26 Kelly. I mean, if there was any way that they could turn this around, this would be pretty spectacular. It's still hard to see it. And Raven's farm is still very, very good. Like, his farm on the troll, he's up there. He's ahead of Gabbi's farm as the Morph.
If they have to fight them away from the Roche pit, because Roche is respawning. If Roche is respawned, if they can get the cash here, he gets a straight Morph off, but
they're right on top of them with the bashes. Gabbi is dead. Raven's going to get him. It's hello to KB. I mean, come on. Is TNC going to lose this game?
Structures are fortified.
a little early to be jumping.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little early, but the fact that they're not closing it up and they are sort of, like, Gabbi's dying.
It's huge now that Roche is up, too. Like, I think you go for Roche's GeekFam. Try to force the buyouts. At least check it out. They will.
They're going to go for it.
They should.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see what comes out here. I mean, I think Raven knows. I mean, he's not got any ult for 50 seconds, no BKB for 30. So that kind of sucks for him.
Disarms, oh my god, Tim's, just Pango makes fighting around the pit is just too disastrous. If they can sneak it, sure, but Phoenix and Pango are the kings of the pit.
I mean, I think
this is a scary spot.
They do know that they're so far behind, they need to take risks like this, GeekFam. They've got to take risks.
He just keeps getting disarmed and hexed from the Prince's knife. 20 seconds more point. Armel inching forward.
Oh, he gets courier. See, BKB for Carl. They're going to start to get on top of the nation. Top of them down Armel. Armel puts for the BKB. He's got to run. Ice blast flying over. Armel's going to turn the CBR, but he's dead. Cuckoo, they're going to be able to take the supernova as well. The supernova dead. It's killed both of them. Raven's going to try and get KP. They're going to get all of them.
Oh my, okay.
Dude, TNC's actually lost. They're losing the game. They were so far ahead, the lines are being drawn. Down the lanes. I mean, TNC got 2 racks. They were 26k ahead. Now they've just lost the Roche. They've now gone from a 26k lead. It's been halved. It's down to a 13k. They couldn't end it. Or at least they didn't end it. I think they could have ended it, TNC. They didn't. And now GeekFam is absolutely back in with a chance. If they're winning fights like this when they're that far behind. We have seen them do it before with Raven, but...
Oh my god, and if Raven is 25, so he's got the battle charms to protect himself besides the Oracle now too. Oh my god, TNC.
Oh.
And March also, like, I think he forgot that he had Aghanims or something. He, like, just like spazzed in a circle with Sunray, and then he grabbed Tim's instead of grabbing the Nature's Prophet.
Died.
And then they both, like, if he grabbed the Nature's Prophet, then Tim's maybe gets a swashbuckle disarm or something, he can maybe protect him. But no, he grabbed Tim's after the NP had already died after, like, 8 seconds of him being focused. Some big blunders from TNC. GeekFam capitalizes, and who grabbed that? Who grabbed the Ags blessing?
Who did get the axe? Is it? No one. Was it an axe or was it refresher shard?
I thought it was an Ags, but maybe I'm drunk and it was just a refresher shard. I guess it was just a refresher shard.
Yeah, there's no blessing in the game right now unless I am.
Okay, yeah, no, you're right. It was just a refresher shard.
Yeah. Doom's got it. Zephyr's got the refresher.
Okay, so double Doom instead.
Yeah.
Flames rush.
That's still good. I mean, I thought maybe they give it to Raven as well. Double Satanic, double Battle Trench, double Abyssal, double BKB is insane, especially when you're 25 with Battle Trench, strong Dispel.
Yeah.
But
I mean, they might pass it over to him.
Heroes?
They might pass it over to him after his Aegis goes.
Yeah.
You know, if Zephyr's not found an opportunity to use double Doom.
I cannot believe the situation that just happened. Like, TNC,
They were so...
if they lose this game, it's entirely on them. Like, sure,
Yeah,
Fam
like,
some fantastic
yeah.
moves, but you can't. Like, you have a 30,000 gold lead with like high ground advantage and everything, and
I mean, Gabbi needs to spend his money's worth. He's walking around at the moment with 5.5k gold. You know, I guess, you know, at this point they are like, well, we do actually need to hold on to buybacks because we can lose fights as drastically as we just have the last few times. See what I think TNC, they're going to go for a smoke here. Who's got the smoke out? They don't have a smoke.
look at how
They're waiting for GeekFam to come in. Yeah.
Whole entire theme of the game feels like it's just switched up for one bad fight from TNC GeekFam. Are reawakened here. BKB now on Doom too, so Zephyr has a lot more freedom if he wants to just BKB jump in the backlines. He doesn't have to worry about Pango or any stuns.
Of invisibility.
Some big items picked up for them. They're still non-stop pinging out their melee racks. That's the one thing they do have to watch out, is that there's still a Nature's Prophet in the game, and there's still killed that racks in no time. So if they aren't prepared, they will get maggoted at any moment, even when a fight is occurring.
Yeah, they've got to be prepared for Armel.
Still have a lot of different things they have to be.
On that.
Yeah, they have to definitely be addressing a couple different things.
Yeah, especially when he hits the 25 and he's going to have that global TP.
Yeah.
The remove cooldown, he's going to be jumping all over the place, teasing with the opportunity of finishing that final racks.
Yeah, and he splits them up too. Every time he does this, he splits up the map, so GeekFam is a split. So we see right now, TNC, they've smoked. Looks like it's just a smoke for the bounty, though. In about 5 seconds, it's going to be spawning. Tim's is in the front line. He's scared.
Fulfilled. The seeds of fortune.
I mean, GeekFam want to chase this. They're going to smoke up themselves now. They know TNC made this move out here to secure the rune.
Yeah, I mean, they're just as strong, if not stronger, right now on GeekFam and TNC. Sure, you see the 11,000 gold lead, which can make you think that, but yeah, TNC has how much gold in their bags right now? 8,000 on the Morphling, I think 6,000 on the Furion. So they're in theory like they're pretty much even in gold value. It's just depending on who can execute the fights now. They will be picking up some big items soon, though. I think the double Satanic plus buyback will be available pretty soon for both of those TNC cores, and it looks like they're just stalling out the Aegis. So 30 seconds. They've successfully stalled. GeekFam, though, might be able to pick up their next big item. Cuckoo, I see he's been longing for this Hex after this Midas pickup. Yeah. And he's getting pretty close.
Yeah, it's going to be there soon. It's going to be there.
That would make Gabbi's life a lot more difficult.
Is under attack.
See TNC trying to tease this wave on the top lane closer to that Rax. Trying to at least keep Fam away from making plays outside of the base, but that is the Aegis gone, so something less for them to worry about. But still, I mean, how are TNC going to get this game in a position where they can actually go for this Rax? I mean, they're going to feel very scared to make plays with the way that the last few fights have gone. They know that one bad call here could could just end the game, and suddenly GeekFam are taking the win.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you're playing versus Doom. Like, the Doom just got a full 5,200 gold item in his inventory. He just got a full refresher. So the potential of you just getting double doomed in the fight and losing, and then just losing the game it's very high. The whole game has changed in theme, like we were saying, because of this pickoff, and because of them picking up these items here. These core heroes too. Like Raven has another 7,000 gold. Carl, he also has 5,000 gold. So they're all picking up some pretty gigantic items for these next few engagements. Cuckoo, full hex. I think he's going to replace that Philosopher's Stone with Witless Shaco so he can actually join inside the fights and be tanky. So yeah, he's pretty scary on this Ancient Apparition now, from where before he was just a Glimmer Cape and a Midas. Now he's actually...
No, the Midas paid off. The Midas paid off. There you go, boys and girls. If you're ever losing your game as AA at 30 minutes, buy a Midas. And then the turnaround can occur. You know, Cuckoo, he looked to the future. He knew this game. He knew that TNC would slip up. You know, he's been there before. He knows the TNC lads very well. He knows that they're susceptible sometimes to these swings that are happening.
Absolutely.
And yeah, it's paid off. He's got the big items now.
So now for TNC, I'd say everyone buys the Lincolns and everyone throws it onto the Morphling. That's the next planet to cover versus this refresher Doom. For GeekFam, I mean, the fights, it's going to be a lot up to execution now because they got away with turning the game around on that farm. Their base, like we said, still in jeopardy. So it's still going to be a little difficult for them to always pick and choose the fight that they want. But yeah, close stuff. TNC all kind of chilling here, still on the left side. GeekFam in their base. Still not 25 yet on Armel. He's very close though for that constant split push.
You may even just sort of see, waiting for the Roshan on both sides. I don't think either team's going to really look for a fight outside of that.
Raven now with Moonshard eaten. Yeah, fighting. I think the Roche is going to be just everything now. And the thing is, like TNC, their Roche is still insane. Like they have Phoenix and Pango around the Roche pit. These two heroes are some of the best, if not the best, period around that Roche pit. Level 18 also on March, so you know 13 attacks now instead of the 10 that it was. A bit stronger as well. Yeah, still insanely good fight from TNC. Just up to how GeekFam can get the jump if they can just doom the targets properly. Outpost again, bounties too, in about 30.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Roche is well, 1 minute and 30 seconds until Roshan.
GeekFam can't let them get away with the Roche. They have to fight around it or right outside of it. They're actually looking like they're going to claim the outpost in time.
He's going to go in. Yes, he's fighting. He's going to try to climb on the Raven. Raven, he's going to turn. Pulls the BKB. Is he going to be able to get on top of the Supernova? It's out. Raven knows he can't take it down on his own. They're backing away, GeekFam. They don't want to fight in the edge, but they've caught him again. The X is out. Raven's in trouble. Raven is dead. They take him out. He has got buyback available. Already, of course, we see the buyback from Whitemon coming out. But a solid fight there, and a fight that will mean that Raven will be out of the game for still 40 seconds on top of when Roshan respawns in 50.
I think they forced the buyout. You should force the issue here. Like, even if you die, you guys, I think everyone on the side of TNC does have their buyback. So I think, yeah, you press this issue forward. Even though Roshan is going to be spawning in 30 seconds, it's kind of a tough decision to make.
Very nice. I mean, as you said, we're saying before that's kicked off. It's just the team fight of TNC is still very impressive.
Yeah.
And great control between sort of Tims and March, you know, from the Supernova and Tims just coming in with this blink rolling thunder, tripping up Raven in that last attempt from Raven to actually escape the fight.
They stacked Whitemon and Raven as well. Like Whitemon can't be standing in the front lines there. He just gets destroyed by the Pango. Rax is starting to drop. Really trying to force Troll.
Back. He's going to drop the dude down onto Armel. Okay, committing with the BKB. He's going to turn towards Armel, try and take him down. Armel's still alive. He's going to be protected by the Glimmer Cape. Raven commits with the BKB. Over to KP they go. Tims tries to roll across, but he cannot save his Ogre. As KP goes down, But as you say, and Armel will still end up falling there. The Doom damage was enough in the end to take down the Prophet. Buyback comes out straight away from KP. They're going to keep the full squad up, or at least not Armel yet. He obviously still has to charge for buyback. They've got to make sure this Roshan does go their way. TNC, sure, they lose casualties, but they got what they wanted, right? They forced out the troll buyback.
Absolutely. And it's important because they have those buybacks. You can do something risky like that. Now it's going to be all 4 items: Aegis, Cheese, Refresher Shard, and Aghanim's Blessing for the side of TNC. I thought Armel would live, actually, because he had Paladin Sword in his backpack. I thought he Paladin Sword in some creeps, by the way, but I think maybe he was still AA blasted. Either way, TNC, they back up. They get that Aegis, Cheese, Refresher. And they don't have to use Armel's buyback.
Who took the Ags?
It looks like
it's Gabbi. Gabbi's got the blessing.
Okay.
And still a hell of a lot of money. 8,000 gold on Gabbi. Obviously the point where there's only too much to buy other than the Moon Shadow. Oh, Raven, he's ready to play. Divine Rapier for the troll.
Okay. He's very slow, though. 360 movement speed. He's going to be punching real hard, but sticking on targets will still be a challenge.
Yes, getting away from that supernova is going to be a bit of an issue.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
So they really have to make sure that somebody gets on top of March. March gets that egg off and they're not able to do anything about it. Raven's going to be heavily slipped up.
They've given March the Refresher Shard too, so potential for double eggs, or just Sunray healing the people that gets doomed. He's got a couple different options now to guard himself. And he's also got, I believe, okay, never mind, he buys the gem. They want to be able to clear out that vision. They want to bring some attention bottom, Armel. The rest of his team is smoked up, but they're drawing the line. They might just go jump the racks while Armel maybe shows himself bottom with some treants. Just try to get the surprise jump onto GeekFam. Let's say.
Gabbi is going to get jumped on here. Gabbi's able to get the waveform off in time. And that was the Doom used. Yeah, the Lincolns blocked it. So that's Doom
got a
down.
Refresher Shard.
Okay.
Refresher, not a
Refresher orb, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
So he has now got, and he's got some mangoes out, so he'll be quickly able to get himself back in a doomable position. Rack's still there, so they are still holding.
Yeah, so very tough for him to actually get the Doom. He's double Lincolns now, because Tim's has it as well, is constantly protecting Gabbi. Gabbi also has 2 cheeses. They actually stacked the cheeses by accident. Not sure if that was on purpose or not, but they will be able to take this outpost away again. That was a super aggressive jump, though. Gabbi with the teleportation being stolen from his teammate. Now he can global. They can global gank. Look at Carl Bottom.
Yeah, Gabbi's in. He's in with the global TP. Just able to make it out there. The Lincoln's protecting him from Armel. Did try and get he was trying to break it and then follow up with a Hex, but very quick reactions there from Carl. Make sure that he doesn't get Bloodthorn, removing the Lincoln's proc and then Hexed afterwards.
This is cool, though. Aghanim's Morphling. Now he literally can just he never has to worry about his positioning on the map.
That's pretty good. I mean, now you've got to worry about 2 rats if you GeekFam. 2 very scary rats, very big and strong ones.
Full roots and rush.
Some nice little treants as well, and some extra treants to beat on the racks. Raven.
Extra fast, right?
Gets stunned.
Whoop. Going to be able to get him out to the side. Silence for now. Just have to be careful. The racks are starting to fall. They've got to make a jump now. Zephyrs going to try. He's in. They get the Abyssal. They get the Armel control. Armel forced the side. He didn't down. They're going to focus it. Can they take it down? They can. And it had Gabbi in. He had Gabbi in the egg. Oh, it's a beautiful surprise for GeekFam.
Just happened.
Dyer's top barracks are
As Gabbi was in there. Gabbi was in there. Gabbi could have easily played his way out there. Gabbi did not need to die there.
Gabbi wasn't controlled. It was the Nature's Prophet. He misclicked again. That's a fat finger by March for sure. That's the second time now that March has made a pretty massive mistake there with his Phoenix, and they're going to tip him for sure. He full HP killed Gabbi.
He's got to drop his axe on the floor and destroy it.
I think so too.
Someone destroy that Phoenix's axe.
Oh my God, March. Oh no. I mean, I don't think he was gonna even, maybe not even save the Nature's Prophet, but he literally just killed Gabbi.
No, I mean, well, yeah, I mean, the Prophet would have been dead either way, right? Because the egg died.
Was gonna
but the
pop,
thing is,
but
Gabbi would not have needed to die there. Gabbi could have maybe killed some people. He could have got out, not been in a situation now where he's probably going to need to use his buyback. depending on how hard GeekFam push it.
Oh God, March. Oh no. I mean, he's beating himself up for sure for that one.
I mean, you saw the tips come out from GeekFam onto him as well after that.
Yep. GeekFam used their glyph aggressively.
Oh, Raven's in! He's on to KP, and KP! He's got the axe for the ages. He's got the ages. He's going to be around for round 2. But GeekFam, they're going to give him round 2. They're on top of him. He's dead. Without buyback. Down for 2 minutes now, KP. And the racks, they're gone. GeekFam's going to be able to take this. This middle racks is there. Only a 3k gold in this game now. How this one has just swung around incredibly. And I mean, it's resulted in a pretty great back and forth game, but a game that TNC, I think they're all going to be kicking themselves.
Yeah, I mean, look at Gabbi. He's trying to do some cheeky stuff here, sending some treants in with an illusionist cape. That could actually kill the racks.
Yeah, they got to get someone back in for this. Raven's on the job. Raven's on the job. But they've got to watch out for the rat. As we say, yeah, this double rat potential could still secure this game for TNC.
Yeah, I think they should be more concerned about the way the team fights are going than them thinking about the rat with the way the last few moments went, but this game is insane.
They've got to get March 25. Maybe there's extra sort of 3 hits on the supernova might do it.
I think he should just sit back and just sunray.
Okay,
like instead of actually trying to go for this play, maybe he can go for the dive and the egg play if he has like the Pango rolling thundering over it. But if he just eggs like that in their face, they're dead. Like they're just gonna get focus fired by all these heroes. He has to either just heal the target that gets doomed or wait for a better opportunity. Because those two, I mean, like I said, I'm pretty sure he misclicked that one trying to click the Fury on, but he has to be way more wary because they will kill that egg.
I mean, to be fair to him, Gabbi, half of the game, is dressed up as the Fury.
That's a good point.
So maybe that's the confusion. You know, he's like, Gabbi, you're literally turning into the Fury. How am I supposed to know you're not the Fury? And the sort of chaos of these fights.
I'll give you that one. Okay, I'll give you that one. Anyone else getting a rapier? What's Carl got? Carl's got Octarine now too with the spell prison. I mean, he's full slotted. He's got Aeon Disc. Everyone's getting some crazy amount of items here now.
Yeah, and this is a nice build from Carl. I mean, because he's just got to stay alive, right? Push lanes, have sort of a build that makes it very hard for them to kill him. Because at the end of the day, the damage is just Raven, right? As long as Raven's able to sort of walk through the fight target to target, he's going to have more than enough damage. Everyone's just got to sort of stay alive around him.
Yeah, it's like Carl's just going to provide some extra like chase and lockdown, and always the vessel aura. That's always going to be amazing. That he can actually always put onto and just be near Gabbi.
Yeah, no. I mean, a Raven, yeah, Raven's got a second rapier queued up. I imagine this wouldn't be a rapier that he puts in a... Well, I guess maybe, yeah, with the wire for it. It could be a backup rapier. Raven could start, you know, sort of save for rapier and buyback.
Yeah, I think he just saves it. I think even that's in a way he needs the dual wield.
He doesn't need to dual wield a rapier, does he?
I think if they get the targets, if they execute, they're going to be able to take it anywhere. They should be able to. It's made it. Carl, speaking of execute, very far forward.
He's got BKB. He's got a lot to dance around with it. He's actually even holding on to his BKB charge as he feels that safe. And he doesn't even need to use it. He's able to just walk away from the whole squad of TNC. In fact, TNC themselves, they were using their BKBs.
Okay, 60 minutes. Woo! New items. Let's go, tier 8.
What are we going to get?
Scanning.
Wait, no, GeekFam.
Force boots.
Don't smoke, GeekFam. Farm those neutrals. Get those items.
True, but at the same time, you could be like, well, it's 60 minutes. TNC's going to be farming the neutrals.
Yeah, there you go.
So we can try and get them whilst they're maybe a little split out, trying to clear some neutral camps. Maybe they think that we're clearing neutral camps. So GeekFam with a 5-head play.
Oh, they're sneaking up. Gabbi.
Oh, who are they going to find? Ooh, KP couldn't blink. KP's out. KP. Whitemon. So here, the real opportunity here on to KP. Raven's moving forward. Tim's is going to go to the back lines. Raven, he's moving in. He can't finish off himself. Gabbi puts the BKB. He's going to head over towards K. He's trying to burst down Car, but the Linkers keep the Ember safe. Tim still controlling Cuckoo. Whitemon's down. The Ice Blast comes out onto Armel. K's on top of Armel as well. Yeah, just keeping K safe, but there's the Doom. Zephyr gets it down to Armel. Armel's going to fall for sure. Tim's goes down to Raven. He's cleaning them all up. He goes over more. Raven, he's getting stun locked. They've killed him. Raven, he gets stun locked in position. He had nothing to protect himself. A triple buyback coming out from GeekFam. Gabbi, he's looking towards Carl. Carl still staying alive in the Octarine here. Went up. There's the save
Dragon Egg.
The false polish comes in from Whitemon, but K should still fall here. Too much damage coming out from Gabbi, KP, and March hitting him with the Supernova stun. K will fall. Carnage everywhere. There's 3 gems on the floor at the end of this fight. Many an eye has been lost here. And just like that, TNC are back up with a 29k lead. That was 4 buybacks coming out from GeekFam. Ended up being a dieback from Whitemon. They tried to bring everyone back over for that fight, but they couldn't. TNC hold their ground, and they're able to bring back that advantage that they had about 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, and it was like GeekFam, they actually got their way sneaking up into the high ground, but then they got split up. Raven was all the way on the left side getting chain controlled by both, I think it was just, I actually think it was just KP for the most part, controlling him, and they got Whitemon up on the high ground. They cleared him. Zephyr also dies to Armel afterwards, and from there, March actually has the freedom to cast an egg. Both of his eggs, in fact, gets them off on the high ground. Gabbi's able to hold his ground versus Raven.
There we go, I was going to say, he's got the pirate hat, he wasn't digging. Obviously nowadays, you get that 40-second active with the pirate hat, get a free bounce rune every 40 seconds guaranteed. Who's taking what from the Roshan pit? Who's, so
KP got one.
Yep.
And it looks like March got the refresher shard again. Yeah. So let's now quickly, when we have a moment of downtime, what items were picked up? I saw Ballista was on Armel.
Oh, Ballista.
Force Boots on Tim's, those are pretty sweet. And a Seer Stone on Phoenix. Seer Stone on Phoenix is nice, that cast range.
Dire's structures are
All of his spells super far away. He'll take the telescope, he'll give KP the Seer Stone. Definitely a better item on Ogre. And they clear out this last Rax. All right, GeekFam, can you hold now?
Now have Mega.
Yeah, can you hold against the Megas? I mean, you got a Rapier Battle Fury troll, so that's nice. I mean, K obviously he didn't go for Battle Fury, but it's this magical build, but that's still pretty good at dealing with them. He does have the Mjolnir at the core of it all.
First time I've seen this actually in a pro game. Trident. Gabbi's got a Trident finished. They found one and he built it.
Tower is under attack.
That's an insane amount of stats for Morphling.
Dude, look at his stats.
30%,
so
30% spell amp? Dude, oh my god. 51% status resist too? Alright, well, I mean, that's a pretty good item to find on the Morphling.
Yeah, that's one that we don't mind too much investing money. And KP's going in. We're going to try and find Whitemon first. They're going to burn to Whitemon's down and out. They turn over towards Raven. Raven's dead. He's got one buyback. This is game over. TNC, they just wanted to give it a bit of a show. They were like, let's have GeekFam have a little fun. Let's let them turn it around in a big game. Then we'll come back at the end and we'll clean them up. And they've just done exactly that. It is GG. TNC will take this game 1. But it's not without sort of leaving the TNC fans at home sitting on the edge of their seats for the last 30 minutes of that one.
Yeah,